Real hot girl shit.
I'll tell you, when we first came out, they said only do 100,000 copies because they're not gonna sell more than Cassie. That's what they told us when the first album came out. We sold 100,000 in a day, and they had to figure out how to get more units in by the time the week, and they barely got it, and we wound up selling 230,000 copies, and we could have sold more. We were in the Guinness Book of Records forever, but
y'all were limited because they didn't have enough product.
They didn't believe in it. They didn't think we would. They didn't think we would sell. They had no clue we would be that big. And then we got out there, and when we toured, they wouldn't give us any money, so we were sewing our costumes from Forever 21.
No, who wouldn't give you any money?
The label.
The label. Which label was that?
We were on Bad Boy. Yeah, we were on. Oh,
Bad
sorry.
Boy Universal?
Yeah. We were Bad Boy Atlantic. And it wasn't like it was. It's just the truth that Puff really, he saw the money in the show, and then when they realized how massive it was,
caught him off guard.
They were like, "Oh, okay, yeah, let's figure this out."
So he was more interested in the television version. Of
he was making that. Making the band was huge. Exactly.
The TV rights and the sync rights and the music they were creating.
He owned all of it. He owned all of it. So for him, that was the crop.
And it was easy to make. You didn't have to manage girls on the road and get them dressed. We
had Johnny Wright as our manager, and Johnny Wright at that time had Britney Spears, Janet Jackson, Justin Timberlake. Like, we had all the right components. And then we blew up, and then the people in the ear started happening, right? We started making stars. Because we were the first girl group that had 5 lead singers. There was no lead singer. We were all one. We were all could dance. It had never really been like that. Spice Girls, they were like 2 singers and then
the doo-wops.
Vibers. Pussycat Dolls, it was Nicole and Melody, and then dancers. Destiny's Child, they made B the lead, even though the girls were, Kelly and Michelle are incredible. But B was
Kelly was kind of the lead at first, but
no, it was always B. It was always B. But Kelly and
when
B,
I met them, Kelly was like that girl.
But I think Kelly and B were very similar vocally. They were raised under the same. Them two understood each other. It's like the Drea and me thing. Like, they were very, very similar singing styles.
Right.
But again, the world made B that thing, right? Well, we weren't that. There was no one without the other. And then the people started coming in and saying,
why you not the lead?
You the lead. You the lead. You this, you that. And it started to filter within us as a group. And because we had no one caring about containing that structure, because we were babies. We were 17, 18, 19. It fell apart. What
was the last straw for you?
We did a show at Six Flags, and we were all in different trailers.
Which one? Atlanta, California?
We were in the West Coast. Texas. And we all came in different cars, and we all were in different trailers. And I was like, this is wild. And I found out later that Aubrey had like full-on relationships with our managers. And I didn't even know the girl. She had like a full-on relationship. Like, there was a lot of like
that was her boo?
She was having relationships. So she was protected in the sense, and it didn't make other people comfortable. And I think that was the last straw. She was getting offers to go do Broadway without the group.
Wow.
We would perform and she wouldn't show up.
So you were done. I'm out of here.
No, we were doing shows, and we would be like, let's go, and then she wasn't there. She didn't come, and that affected the group members. So Puff, right? We were we got called back, and he said, I'm taping this. And we sat in this Scooby-Doo white van, and we all said, you know what? We're not going to say nothing. Let's just say we cool. Let's get a 3rd album, and let's like go in and tell them we Gucci. Let's get this money. And everybody in the car was like, bet. Then we get in the room, and he says, I'm hearing y'all having problems. Y'all talking reckless. What's going on? And Aubrey was really mouthy at that time. But here's the thing. A woman should be able to say what she want to say. So at that time, she felt like she had issues. He asked her how she felt, and they went, well, we know you have a deal with Dawn as a solo artist. And I was like, wait, what? So like, we had a conversation in the car, and then it did not happen that way.
Right.
So then they had a whole thing about Puff picking me as a solo artist, and that he had chosen me. And I was sitting at the table like it was the Twilight Zone. And I was like,
no, he did?
No, the world wants to know.
Yeah.
Did you have a side deal?
No.
So where did it come from?
They said MTV told them that. they said MTV had told them that Puff, because Aubrey was really close with the crew. She had a relationship, and I had no, like I was sitting at the table and my face was confused the whole like table. I was like, what's going on? And he fired her.
Were you guys during the time of Danity Kane? Were you guys pursuing other interests?
No.
I'm just trying to figure out where the rumor would come from.
No, the only person that was pursuing other stuff was Aubrey. Aubrey had an opportunity, and my thing was I was cool with it. I felt like, go get it. Like, I never cared because I was just happy to be there. Like, I had no problems. But other girls they would have issues, and we would talk about it, and my dumb self would be like, okay, let's have a meeting. And I tried to moderate it, and I became the girl that everybody thought I had an issue. And I was like, well, whole time, y'all don't really care. I don't really care.
So what was Puffy's response when they said that you guys had a side deal? What did he say?
He fired Aubrey on national television because he didn't like the way she was control. This is the thing, Puff built Aubrey up. He built her up on television. You made her a star. Like he called her, you the only white girl with black. He did that, and then she felt it.
It was Frankenstein.
She
it was the
felt
classic Frankenstein.
And so she came back, her titties was done, she came back and it was like, I'm that girl, as she should. He made her that. But then he got mad because the direction of the group wasn't what he wanted the direction of the group to be.
I mean, you create the monster, and then the monster kills you.
And she started talking to him.
Frankenstein.
And he allowed her as a white woman, she felt she could talk to, he allowed her to talk to him any kind of way. And me and D could not talk to Puff that way because we would be the angry black women. That would not fly. He gave her that leniency, so she got real comfortable.
Started smelling herself.
Well, she felt herself an equal.
Right.
Because on the streets, she was hanging with Kim Kardashian. She had the field. She had every right. And he was like, "Oh no, but let me let you feel this real fast."
Let me reel you in.
Yeah, I'm like worth. I'm $1 billion.
I'm gonna show you better than I can tell you.
And his pride, and he said, "Fine."
If you got it, it ain't a question. Oh, it ain't no room for guessing. No more than emotionally invested. Showing you all my imperfections. Oh, if I let you, don't take me for granted. Yeah, if I'm worth more than you could manage, yeah.